So this year what we have to do is we have to submit the soft copy of our project document. So in this video I'm going to explain you three things. First is how to make this soft copy on the platform Overlive. This is the platform where we make the structured document. The document after making this looks like a proper project document. And there are different instructions given by the professors, like what kind of a border we need, what kind of a font we need, and kind of a spacing, kind of labels, how to do all of that stuff. Because in a document it becomes very difficult in Overlive document to do that setting, and many people are facing problem for it. So this is the solution for it. Like what you have to do is follow this video, and then you can apply this coding of this Overlive document to your document, to the project document of yours, and definitely you will be making one of the best documents. Okay, so I would like to start by explaining you from start how are we going to do that. So I would like to start the video. So this first we have to start this first line. You can see we have to make the document class. The document class will be article, and then we have to use different types of packages. Different types of packages we have to use. First is the UTF-8, this is for the character. Then we have to use the package they call as times, this is for the font. And then we are using 1/2 spacing use package. This is very important, this package, because it is said we have to keep the 1.5 line spacing in it. So we are using this use package. And then we move to use package PGF. So this is very important because for making those outline and borders, which we have to do that bordering part, we need this package, that is a UGF package we need it. So I will explain the coding of it. So what we have to do is we have to use the package. Like whenever we have to use a package, we have to use this syntax that is called as use package. And then what is type of a package it is, so we have to write it in the curly braces that it is a PGF. It is PGF pages we have to use. Then we have to declare the layout, like what kind of a layout we want, because we want a boxed layout. It is a box is there. We need a box layout. So what we will do is for this box layout, what we put it is PGF pages declare layout, and then in the curly braces we have to write boxed in it, and then we have to define that, and then what kind of a border we want. That what we want is kind of 0 point border, 0 point box border, and then we move to the PGF pages physical page options. So this is again the whole setting, like what kind of a border it is going to be, what kind of a width it is on. What you can do is just copy this code, take a screenshot of it, and just copy the same code as it is given. Like border code, it is 2 point border if you want, and a border string, border size width is 0.95. So you can just take a screenshot of it and just copy as it is given. The moment you do that, you are going to get the border in it. So now we move to our main document, it is abstract document. Now we have done the basic setting of it, like how our document is going to look. Now we will see the flow of it, like how we have used the code and the output of it on the right hand side. So first we have to use is PGF page sales layout is boxed, and then we have to use the page numbering Roman. As it is said in the starting 3 pages, we are not going to use the Arabic, that is 1 to 3. We will be using the Roman part of it. So we will be using that. Moving a little back, so you can see it again. Like we have to use whenever we have to use this layout, that is box layout, what we have to write is PGF page use layout. We are going to make box of it, and then page numbering, what type of page numbering you want. So we need the Roman, so we are going to specify we need Roman. When we need Arabic, we are going to specify we need Arabic, and then we are going to begin the document. After beginning document, as you can see, now we have used begin center, like we want our title to be in center part of it. We have used begin center. Whenever in this type of a document, whenever we begin, we have to end it. So we have begin and we have ended, and in between we have to write like font size. What kind of a font size we want? We want 20 point, because it is the title. We want 20 point size, and once we do that, then we specify like select font. With the select font, and then text BF, it is like saying bold. We have to make it bold. That's why it is text B. That is for bold. And what text we have to make it bold? That is what text we have to make it bold. That is abstract, we have to make it bold. So we are going to specify like this text is something, this is the text which we want to make it bold. So the order is simple. First use begin, center, end, center. In between you have to specify the font size. Then you have to select the font. You have to write it as select font. This font will be selected, and then you have to make the title bold. And once you do that, then we move to the paragraph. Like in abstract, we will be writing what kind of what the abstract for our project. So for that, again, what you have to do is first thing, whenever you want to write any paragraph, what we have to select first is a font size. What kind of a font size we want? We want a font size as 13 point. And you can use it like whichever, like as per the instruction given to you, you can use whichever type of a font size you want. So first what we have to do before starting any paragraph, we have to specify the font size which we want for that paragraph, and then we can then start the paragraph, and that paragraph would be in the similar font size. So whatever font size has been said to you by guide or by the professor of yours, you have to follow that. And then comes the very important part. This is how to make the table of content. This is very important. This is very important, because once you do that, once you do this type of coding throughout the document, what will happen is the moment you are going to add the section, subsection, so it will be directly added to it. So we have to make this table of content page. So what we have to do is making the table of content. First what we have to doing is begin a flush left, and begin flush right. Okay. Begin. So this clear page we have to make it. Now we are making the table of content, so you have to just write table of content. So table of content will be made. Then you have to clear the page. Then we need list of figures. Like next page is list of figures, so we will need that. So that is for the list of figures, like the figures which we will be using, that will be directly getting entered in this table of content. So for that we have to just write list of figures, and we have to clear the page. And then a page numbering, like again said that first we have used the Roman, now we will be using the Arabic throughout the document. That's why the page numbering there is Arabic. Now we start our main document, and it's a section, different types of I'm going slow. Like you can now see the right hand side of the screen, like it is just how this table of content is ordered in different kinds, different chapters. Then this list of figures you can see. So this is just shift the focus on the right hand side of the window. This okay, list of figures, the number of whichever figures you want to enter, that are going to be there. Now I start with the introduction. Now it's very important, very important, very important. This is very important, because for introduction we have been said you have to make a bordered box type border, you have to make it. And then what you have to do is you have to make the border box type border you have to make, and in that we have to write about what this chapter contains. You have to write about it, like what this chapter contains. So for that what we have to do is we have to start a section introduction. Then you have to use this format person summary, because it is a kind of a summary for us. Then you have to write no indent. There's not going to be any kind of an indent in that box, not left align, not right align. It is directly to be in that box, so no indent. And then part box, this is going to make your box in it. Like you have to make the box that is of 37.5 centimeter box we are making it. And then we have to like person text it. Text it is something like what text italic, because we need italic text. We are writing is text it, that is for italic. So we are writing this text italic, and then inside that curly braces we have to write that text, and we are going to end it summary, and then we are going to end it F box, that is for F box is for making that box. So this is very important throughout the document. Before each chapter you have to make that box. Inside it you have to write the summary, like summary or kind of like what does this chapter contains, a brief description about it. So whenever you have to do that in the starting of the chapter, start your introduction, and then you have to put this box by using F box. And then you can write part box. It is going to specify the size of the box you want. And then you can text, because we need italic. If you need bold, you can use this text BF, like in the previous I explained it to you. You can use italic, and then you are going to end this. So this is very important, how to make this box, because then it is quite simple documents. Then document making is then not difficult. You have to make the section, and then you have to make the subsection. As you can see here, there is a subsection, like because section is like you are getting section is introduction, that is 1, and the subsection in it is 1.1, that is problem definition. So for making the subsection you have to write subsection, and then in the subsection you have to write your topic, like what is your subsection. So here it is problem definition. We are going to write that subsection as problem definition. Then we are going to put that paragraph into it, and then again we have to, because we have ended with this paragraph, then we need to again start a new subsection to again subsection motivation of thesis. What is your motivation for the thesis? Then under that, important, under that, then you need more subsection. So it is like subsection, simple it is, logical it is. First we have made section, then we have made subsection, and now you need one more section, it is subsection. And once you do the subsection, so it is like your section was 1, subsection was 1.1, then subsection was 1.2, and then subsection is 1.2.3. So in this we can make section, we can make subsection, and we can make subsection. So in every chapter you have to follow this coding to make the subsection or subsection. So I will explain you completely like how to make that box in the start of each chapter, how to make the section, how to make the subsection, and how to make the subsection. So next important part, we will go through a document a bit, like to understand the content of it, like what is the content in it, right? So we have started with this literature survey. Now we have completed the first chapter. Now we move to the literature survey. So again, we have to do the same thing, like make that box and write about a survey, and then we can move ahead. Now we move to the third chapter. Literature survey is something like we have to put the survey, like which paper you have followed and what kind of a content it is. So I will share a document for this with you, so we'll understand what type of content you have to put. Now I am just focusing on how to make that structure. Now comes very important one again. Whenever you have to add any figure, you have to insert the line of a code. So what code it is, like because you want the numbering, because you want that list of figures in the starting of your document, index document. So what you have to do is you have to write this code. Simple code it is like begin, because we are starting something. What we are going to begin, we are beginning figure, so it is figure, and then it is h factorial. Then we have to, what we have to do is, because we need that that photo would be in center, so what you have to do is start centering. Then you have to next you have to do is include graphics, like because we are making the structure, so how are we going to include the graphics? So what you have to do, whichever image you want to upload, put it over here. You have to upload it in the folder of your project, in that .text, in that folder, and then you have to specify the name of it. Include graphic, and then scale. Scale is something like what scale you want. Scale is something like horizontal and vertical mix करके scale is a parameter. What scale you want? 0.35 small scale. You can use the scale as per your requirement, and then you have to, in that curly braces, you have to specify .jpg, like the name of your file, and then .jpg followed by .jpg, and then the important part, the caption. What caption you want? Like what is the name of that figure? Then you have to write caption and that name of that figure, and then you have to end that figure. Once you do that with the writing of this code, which the image of that document of yours would be put in that document. With the help of the caption, you will be getting the caption, and with the factorial, you will be getting it like because you have put it a first image, so you are going to get direct numbering, that is figure 1. And this at the same time this figure number and its page number, at which page number it is, it will directly going to get added into the index of your document. You don't have to make the index of the document. The moment you are going to add this thing, this is going to directly going to add it into the index of yours. So I have explained it to you like clearly that how to add the figure, caption, and then how this figure number and the page number would get uploaded into your list of figures. So it is done quite simple. Then again the same thing. So maybe sometimes you will be facing a kind of a problem, like to maintain the, because you will be facing some kind of problem to maintain the structure of the document. Or sometimes it is like you will find that your text is getting something aligned right, or something, some kind of a problem you might face. So if in case you are facing a problem like that, so what you have to use is this library, which is very important, because many of them people, like they do make the document, they face this problem. So what you have to do is, sometime when you face the problem like your text is not getting aligned properly, if it is getting aligned properly, then you can directly write it in a kind of a paragraph form. But if it is not getting aligned properly, just use this begin flush left, flush left, flush left, and then after you put that paragraph, you have to like end flush left. This is very important library. Whenever you face any difficulty in the alignment or indentation, just use this library and your document will get aligned properly. So with this, again you can see subsection is roles and responsibilities, and then you can, so wherever there is a kind of a requirement to make your text bold, just write it text BF, and then in the curly braces write that part, so that part is going to get bold. So in this way we are going to make the document like section, subsection, introduction. We have understand is how to introduce or how to include the figure. Now I move to some important, very important. Like sometimes what we want is the list of something. It is like to specify number 1 2 3 4 5. So it is like boolean, like you need 1 2 3 4 5. So how to do that? Are you going to write each and every line that it is 1 2 3? So it is not going to get aligned, it doesn't look good. So what you have to do, this is a library over here, it is called as enumerate matlab kya? You can see the name numerate. So what it is going to do is, it is going to numerate your the article of yours. So whatever article you write in this blog, that is when you start, like you have to write begin, enumerate, and then you have to specify item. The moment you write item, that is, it is saying that this is a different item. So it is like when you are going to write HTML5, Bootstrap, CSS, JavaScript, Ajax to design the overall UI of the document. So this is your first point. Your first point is getting completed over here. So now we are going to start a new item. New item is something like the second list, the list, the object or the thing in the list, second list. Whenever you have to start a new line in the sense new object or new element in the list, you have to write item in it. Write item, and then you can add that. So that will be added into the list. So this is the process of making a list. Very simple. First you have to write begin, enumerate in the curly braces, and then you have to write this item and write whichever item you want. You can write it anything. So after and at the end you have to enumerate. So what output of it would be? It would be a list of the things like one it is HTML, second it would be various text editors. So these points would get ordered. So this is for making the boolean. This is also very important. At some point we need the list of things. So this is the way we make the list. Okay. So now we move to other part. As you can see over here, this is again the number of figures are there. So we are going to use this begin figure as factorial, as they say. Then we have to include the graphics. In graphics you can also, here important, like in the last we have used a scale. In a similar way you can use width also. Like you can say like what width you want, what height you want. So you can use that also. So here width is like text width. It is saying that what is the width of the text that is going to remain the same, or it is going to remain the same. So you can use scale, or in some places you want width and height, so you can use even this also. Like you can use width, we can use height. You can specify in mm. Just remember you have to specify in mm. Don't centimeter. If you want big, try in centimeter or meter or kilometer as you feel like what is correct. So you can use this also. In this include graphics, that is one more option available for you, that is using width and then height. So now we move to some important part. Let's see if anything is remaining over here. So again this I'm getting this, so I will explain you again so that you understand how to make this box. How to make this box, I'm going to repeat it again so that it remains in your mind, it gets stored in your mind properly. So we have to do is no indent, and we have to start this box f box. Then you have to specify the size of the box, that is par box, and then text italic, because we need italic text, so we are going to specify it in italic. You have to close it. That box is made. Okay, and then this is subsection. As you know, we need subsection. It is like 1.1, and then we need subsection. It is like 1.1, and then 1.1.1. And if someone is interested, try it. It also this is so good thing that you can also make subsection as your choice, whatever you want to make. Okay, so now move ahead, see if there is any important thing remaining to explain in the document. Let's see it's there or not. I feel like I've explained you many things. Okay, nice, good. I've got this new line. Okay, something it is like you always, it is not like you are going to occupy the whole line. If sometime you want to move to a new line, what to do then? Just write new line with a slash, and then the next thing which you will be writing, it is on going to new line. And similar way, it is something like when you end a document, remember this, very important. You have to start the new topic from a new page. Even if you have used a single line of a page, you can't start a new chapter over there. You have to move to new chapter, new page. What to do then? Simple, just put a slash, write new page, as you can see over here. And the moment you go to the new page, so whatever you will be writing it will go directly to the new page. So let's see anything more remaining. This is again like item I said you, like in references you have to put it like all of your references are kind of item 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So again you have to, what you have to do is begin, enumerate, put the item, and then you can also item. So item in that way, just put it in the ordered way. Anything more? So this is like again like this is a kind of a slow trip we can take over here, is like to understand. And the last page, very important, acknowledgements. So what do we need in this acknowledgement? Acknowledgement is saying that we have made this project under the guidance of this professor. So we are very thankful for professor for helping us. This is very important because a professor takes 1 year time to guide us, to mentor us. It is very long time. They help us so much. Like whenever we have to mail documents, it's such a huge task. They have to, like, so much task they have to do. So they help a lot. They mentor you from the idea. Like you can see, like our project started from 3rd year. from that third year they've taken their session to how to explain to make the document, and then after that ideation part of it, then you have to select the guide, and that guide helped us so much. In coding they helped us, they tell us to add this feature, that feature, so much help they have provided us. So it is very important to specify the name. So what I would say, I request you that in acknowledgement just highlight the name of the professor. They have really done a very good task. Hats off to them. Thanks you all the professors for helping us, helping all of us to make such good projects that solve the real world problems. So thanks a lot, professor. So I would like, this is a request from my side, it is not specified in a document, just highlight the name of the professor, and please don't make any spelling mistakes, it looks so bad. Okay, fine. So this quick trip, so this is just the, we can move ahead. Can we yes, start from here. So never forget your professors, they have done so much for us from last 4 years, they are helping us so much. And remember me also in your prayers, please. And then this is implementation there, this is software test document and conclusion and future work. This is also very important, like what is your conclusion and what can be your future work. So in future work you don't have to write like I am going for placement. It is like future work, it is something like you have to say that how can this project be implemented ahead. Okay, so I would see if there is anything important which is remaining. Okay, so okay, so this is like a quick trip of the document, how it looks after making. So structured. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. It looks so good. Nice. So this, in the same way, if you follow my tutorial, your document is going to look the same, and then hope that you score good marks, maybe a full pointer in your projects with this attractive document of yours. So at the end, like this, I've explained you many things. So now what I will do is like some special thanks and credit I would like to give. There are like many names. I would like to say few names, like some main important person, like the person who helped me a lot to make this video, like to make the structure and document. The person who have done is Akshay Savalia from ITB. He has done a very good job. He has provided me with all of the code and like this kind of a structure and helped me a lot in making this video. So thanks to him. He helped me from, like, it is like Corona is going on, so he helped me from home, provided me with the document and like stuff like that. So a very big thank to him and his team for making such a good project and for making this well structured document. And I believe that if you guys follow this tutorial, then definitely your guide is going to get impressed with you and going to give you some extra marks for it as well. And other people as well, Jayesh, for providing that box part. It was very difficult to crack, like how to put that box in it, and it was getting quite difficult. So Jayesh provided with some kind of a hack for it. So thank you, Jayesh. Thank you, Rajat also. Rajat also helped me with this, providing with the document code, and like many people have helped me. So these were like 3 main people who have helped me to make this video. So thanks to them. And if you want new videos and important videos, I will be uploading the numericals of other subjects as well. So just stay tuned with the with this channel of mine. And also if you want, that this is very important because we have the submissions row. This is very important, listen to me, that if you want to thanks, just go in the comment section and just thank Akshay Savalia a lot. He's done a very commendable job. Thank you all for watching this video. Keep watching the video and the channel. Thank you.